Hello everyone, my name is Anu Murthy. I'm the Electronic Resources Librarian at Georgia Tech Library in Atlanta, Georgia. It has been wonderful working with all of you and learning from you. It was a fascinating experience learning about different perspectives and how we saw the readings and what caught our attention from those reading assignments. Thank you everyone for the discussions. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from your perspective and from the readings. Now to the learning moments. When I signed up for this class, I did not know what learning analytics was. I just signed up because it said privacy, prioritizing privacy. And from that time in the last 6 weeks, I've learned so much. So it's literally zero to my first step in learning about learning analytics. So this course also made me think about how little I knew about the data collection practices. So I was surprised that I never drew any parallel between the higher ed data and the tech company collecting data. So that was a surprise. So I did not know about it. And I learned a lot because of this privacy sourcebook exercise. I learned about the institutional practices, how the student data is collected, and what the policy is from the state of Georgia and the Board of Regents, and what does the consortium do, and all those things. And the philosophy statement helped me understand my own personal values as a librarian, and how I can apply ethically in my library and have a conversation with the campus stakeholders. I also learned about FERPA loopholes, and I did not know about that. That was new to me. When students were looking for jobs, their data must be made available to the third-party vendors. I did not know about that, so I learned about that. And constructing the privacy sourcebook helped me think about the practices at my institutions. And although there are many systems in place for data sharing and data security and data protection from the Board of Regents, there may be, and I'm sure there are, some hidden ambiguities and obscurities that I did not catch during this time, which I plan to look at these things periodically to understand more about these things. And Privacy Sourcebook also helped me connect the dots related to the student data. It helped me think about my beliefs and values of learning analytics and contemplate actions. And Privacy Sourcebook also helped me make sure that there are checks in place for my decisions, and my decisions are reflective of my values as a librarian for a sustainable, ethical framework for my library and my users. For the question of significant struggles that I faced while developing a privacy source book, is the environment and scan was the most difficult one, because I did not know where to look for what. I did not have an institutional knowledge or the departmental knowledge, because I'm new here. I've been here 4 months. So I did a systematic search of the website, which helped me learn about the institution and the Board of Regents and the whole system of University of Georgia systems. So I learned a lot. However, that took the most time, and that was a struggle because I didn't know how to connect the dots in the beginning. And as the modules progressed, I think I was able to connect some more dots, and there are still many questions that I don't have answers to. And about the document, how can we update this living document? I think I said it right there. It's a living document. We need to update it as often as needed because the administration can change. So our talking points will have to be changed to talk to them, and the whole policy can change. The security policy can change, or the student data policy can change. So all those things will need to be updated in this privacy source book. So it's a continuous process. It's not, nothing can be set in stone. It's progress. It's small steps, and it can never be perfect like all the other systems. It's a complex topic. So it's a living document, and we just need to update it as needed. And what resources did I have trouble identifying? I didn't know who the campus stakeholders were. This week is the week I actually had some names that I could reach out and talk to. So I'm glad I continue to learn and explore the possibilities of opportunities. Actionable statements for me was to identify, explore, and engage. I originally wanted to have the IEEE as my acronym, but then I decided this is sufficient. So I will identify privacy issues, and read literature by reading at least one article each month, and then reflect and summarize about privacy and policy. So I already set the Google Scholar notification when I started this course, and then I've been getting articles as they are published. I'll explore information on student privacy policies in the libraries, um, with the initial focus on electronic resources and authentication systems. Currently, I'm doing a license review or license audit to check for accessibility and user privacy and what attributes we are sharing with the vendors. So this course has helped me firm up some of the things that I need to focus on in that license audit. And I plan to engage with discussions with colleagues and administrators of the library to maybe create a framework of library learning analytics. And then finally, as reflections, it's progress, not perfection, because like everything else, we can only learn by little, and it's a completely uncharted territory for me. So I didn't know what to expect of this in this course. So I just learned so much, and I came into this class not knowing what learning analytics was, and I feel like I've come a long way in terms of my learning. And there are so many parts or so many dots which are all over the institute, the state, the system, university systems. And each system, each university within the university system of Georgia do things differently. So I'm able to connect the dots. And maybe when I learn a little bit more, I could create a framework for the library, and maybe keeping the model JISC or delegate as a model, the framework based off of JISC or delegate. So those are my thoughts, and you, everyone. I really learned a lot and enjoyed this class, and thank you, Lisa and Kyle, for putting these readings together, so everything flowed really well to learn and think critically about a new concept. So thank you very much